Hi guys, it's me Joanne. Welcome to my channel. So, my topic today is about really my depression. I make this video not, not um not to, how can you call it? Um I open up this not to, not to get a lot and attention or sympathy for to other people, or people that they will pity on me. And every time I share my depression to other people, um they try to hug me, because in the time it is really difficult for me, because every time I see some people that they really kill themselves, um it is really so hard. I mean, kasi pag nasa sitwasyon ka na talaga ng ganyan, hindi mo na iniisip lahat. Pero, ako yung time na yun talaga when I was in my depression, I just really think of it. My son, my husband, and my mother. I know some other people, when they commit suicide, they're not selfish, they're not selfish, or they're not coward. They're just like, they want to end their life because they don't want to suffer pain anymore. And every one of us, we have different depression, we have different journey, we have different, and mine, I am very, because I am very, I'm very happy young lady when I came here in Belgium. And if they have time that I was feel so down, okay, I'm okay. But since the time I have experience with my giving birth, because I give birth via cesarean. I was very scared, very scared. The Typhoon Haiyan, back 2013. And then I found out that my parents is okay. All my family is okay. They're safe. My house is destroyed, but it's okay. As long as the most important is my family, my mother, my father, that they're okay. My family is good, safe. And then when 2014 get in, pagpasok ng 2014, I was diagnosed with tuberculosis. And then I didn't know that I was pregnant on the time. And when I found out that I was pregnant, I was very happy. I was very, very happy. And then the professor, they advised me that I have to go to the specialist, like an OB-GYN, to, because there's no, developing the pregnancy. And yeah, and then they says we have to wait almost a month, because they must to come out naturally, but they didn't come out. So I do some touch. It's like the forcing out on it. And then yeah, I have to take medication for my tuberculosis, and it was very difficult. I have And then after that, before I take my medication, before my first pregnancy, it failed. And then month pass, I get pregnant again. And then I lost again. And then I have to take my medication. And then they advise me that I should not be pregnant in my period of my journey of my tuberculosis, because if I'm get pregnant, I have to cut out my medication and it's not good. So I have to be healed first. And on the time I really want to go home because it's almost 3 years or 4 years I think that I didn't come. And then I've been I finished my medication. I finished my treatment on end of 2014, and then beginning 2015, I was already finished with my medication 2014, and beginning 2015, somewhere in February, I think, I found out that I was pregnant, and now with my son. I was very happy, and I don't have any problem. But my OB-GYN said that my placenta is normally above in different position, but mine is in where the entrance that the baby came out, and it is not so really good. I mean, my pregnancy was not good, but my son was healthy. So I've been 2 months in the hospital before I give birth. And yeah. And after I give birth, I've been in the I didn't know I was already in the depression period. And it was really so difficult. So difficult. It's like being depressed is like worse than pain, than physical pain. Like if you broke your arm, you can go to the kinesist, or if you need some operation, you can do it, you can go. But if it's really like emotional, the pain, you cannot really understand. Even yourself, you cannot understand. That's why I'm not surprised why a lot of people wants to end their own life, because being like depression, guys, it's like you cannot escape with pain. And it doesn't mean that people, when they commit suicide, they're selfish or coward. They end their life because they don't want to suffer the pain anymore. But with me in the time, I was really I said to myself, I don't want to stay in this kind of circle. I really want to be healed. I said I want to be healed. And every night I always crying because I couldn't understand myself. I said to myself, this is not me. This is not the Joanne that supposed to be happy. That no matter what, na kahit ano pang hirap, kahit pa anong yung na-miss ko yung pamilya ko sa Pilipinas. Hindi ako basta-bastang ganun eh. I am very positive person, but at the time, nakita ko talaga yung aking sarili na, at naramdaman ko yung aking sarili na I was very, very low, like you lost your interest. You lost your interest what you're supposed to do, like painting, watching funny movies, going to the supermarket, like cleaning your house, because that's me. I'm very energetic and I want to walk, I want to go out. But then the time is, and then you feel like you're extreme fatigue, and you always want to sleep, and you always want to close the curtain always. and you don't want to go out. It feels like you are not safe outside. But the darkness that normally, guys, not I sleep without light. But since that I've been in depression, I couldn't sleep. Until now, I couldn't sleep without light. Every time I said to myself, this is not the life that I want. And then I realized it that I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to think about myself only, because I have purpose, and the purpose is that my son. That's why my son saved. He saved me and my parents. So sa mga tao dyan na depressed, kahit ano pang kumbaga na nararanasan ninyo, as long as walang abuse na nangyari sa inyo. It's just like if you are only stress from your work, stress from school, it's like a changing of your being teenager. That is normal. As long as there is no involve of abusive. Kasi pag may abusive, that's why I can understand why other people, they just like want to end their life. Because they don't want to deal the pain anymore. Kasi sila lang kasi yung nakakaintindi, at ayaw nilang i-open up because ayaw nilang maging pabigat sila. And that's what also I think in the time, and sinasabi ko talaga sa asawa ko na I want to die. I don't want to live here anymore. And he always told me that you have to think, our son. I said to myself, and then I realized it's because I was really, you know what, I want to die, but seriously, I don't want, because I was really worried. That I always said to my husband, I want to die, but I'm very worried, you know. Especially when my panic attack happened every night. It is just difficult, you know. I'm scared to die because I'm always thinking, who's the one gonna take care of my son and my parents? I told to myself that I don't want to stay in this kind of a place, a kind of darkness, because at the time it was really in the darkness place. And in the time talaga na it was really so hard for me. So my depression, it really comes from the traumatic, because I was like really scared at the time. Scared that being to die. My advice to people who suffer depression: don't close your door. Just be, just be open. Just talk about it, no matter what. And don't think that your family, they will abandon you, or they will not understand you. No, you have to try, because I know your family, they love you, At sa mga pamilya naman na kung mayroon silang family na nagsasuffer, best na talaga na wag ninyo silang anuhin. Kumbaga, wag ninyo silang sermonan. Imbes na makinig kayo sa kanyang, at bigyan niyo sila ng motivation, you know. Huwag ninyong sabihin na, oh, nag-iinarte ka, oh, ganyan talaga ang buhay, lahat tayo mawawala sa mundo. Kasi para kayong pilosopo. So, huwag kayong magiging pilosopo sa mga taong ganyan. Kasi magsisisi kayo pag yung taong nag-ask ng help sa inyo is, yan ang response ninyo. Kayo mismo ang magsisisi sa bandang huli. And then I realized it also na, because my husband always said to me, every time when I had my panic attack, he said, if once a person died, they're never gonna worry anymore. Kasi wala na sila. Tapos na yung kanilang mission. So, ang magsasuffer na lang is yung pamilya nila. Pagsasuffer sila at may mga katanungan na hindi na nila masusolusyonan na bakit mo ginawa yun, bakit hindi mo sinabi, bakit hindi ka nag-open. But ang tanong, kaya ninyo bang intindihin ang mga taong may depression? Na kahit kayo hindi ninyo maintindihan, sila pa kaya? Na kahit sila hindi nila mahanap yung mga sagot sa katanungan nila, kayo pa kaya? Ang makakatulong lang sa isang taong may depression kung ikaw mismo naramdaman mo kung ano yung feeling na nandiyan ka sa isang kwarto na madilim, na ikaw lang mismo yung sarili mo lang ang nagdidil. Kumbaga, ikaw lang mismo. So, ang hirap nun, guys. I don't talk or open my depression journey just to get a lot of sympathy or pitiness. Pitiness to my followers, to all the people who gonna watch this. No, absolutely not, guys. I made this video for people who suffer depression, people that they have relatives, they have family that they suffered. And I can say, guys, you are not alone. And don't hesitate to ask help, you know. Kasi I know may mga nasa isip na sa ating isipan na hindi natin kayang solusyonan, at may nasa isip natin, kasi kung ano yung nasa isip natin natin, kumbaga kung ano yung nasa isip natin, doon natin linalabas sa physical, you know, like physical way. And then yung akala mo na you are alone, you're been isolated to yourself. That's not true. You are not isolated. You're just like, don't be so hard yourself. I know every one of us, we have different road, kasi may kanya-kanya tayong journey dito sa mundo. But I think kung natatamaan kayo ng mental health problem, I think it's always the same situation talaga. So, ang maano ko lang sa mga may mga depression, wag kayong mag-denial na okay kayo, pero the truth, you're not okay. And then, yung mga may nagsasabi na wag kayong magpapa-psychiatrist kasi hindi kayo baliw. You know what? It doesn't mean that you go to psychiatrist, baliw ka na, you're crazy. No, you are not. You just like need help, professional help. And, you know, hindi yung solution na you have to go to Boracay, you have to go to Malaysia, you have to go to Paris, you know, to just like to enjoy yourself. And then what? Yes, that's true. Okay, that's true. you just like run away the reality, you know. You didn't face it, you know. You didn't face it because you know what I learned in my depression, what I learned in my suicide thoughts. I always said to myself, I want to end my life, but I'm scared. But I'm scared, you know. I'm scared and I'm always thinking, I'm worried that sino yung mag-aalaga sa anak ko. And it's unfair to my child na na mawawala ako dito sa mundong ito kasi ayoko nang mabuhay. No. Ayokong isipin ng anak ko na selfish akong ina. You know, na inisip ko lang yung sarili ko, hindi ko inisip siya. And also to my parents, you know, my parents is still here in this world, you know. And it's a big shame naman na ako yung anak tapos ako pa yung mauuna. No, I'm also worried kasi I always said to myself in the time in my deepest dark, it's just like, you know, depression is just like you are in a black hole, you know. Na wala ka talagang escape, na you just like turning around like this, like turning and turning, na walang hanggan, you know, walang stop, na pag, you know, pag ikot ka lang, paikot-ikot ka lang, na walang direksyon, kung hindi mo alam kung kailang magi-stop. No. Hindi, nung time na yun talaga, ang hirap. But I learned my depression. I learned my depression because I use my depression, hindi siya para sa akin curse or weakness. Para sa akin malaki siyang tulong kasi nalabanan ko at na-survive ako. Na walang, you know, na walang mga kaibigan na mga Pinay, hindi alam ng pamilya ko about my condition. Only my husband. Yung kasama ko talaga is yung asawa ko at yung tumulong talaga sa akin is yung psychiatrist ko and my pills. My pills. And my son. Siya yung pinaka purpose ko talaga sa mundo. And I really see myself na that's why I'm still here in this world, is to continue my life, to continue being a wife, being a mother, being a daughter, being a person. You know, I know I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect person, but I want to enjoy my life, and those my depression, my dark moment, I said to myself, it's been a long time, guys, na hindi na umiyak ako uli. Because I see some news na isang, you know, in Korea, that for them, madali talaga sa kanila, kumbaga kitili ng kanilang buhay. That's true. Aanhin mo yung kasikatan mo, aanhin mo lahat na nakukuha mo, pero may kulang sa'yo, may kulang na something, na may isang kulang sa'yo na hindi ka, ano yung kulang, na hindi ka maintindihan ng mga tao, na pressure ka, na wala kang freedom, you know, freedom to enjoy your being in that 20s, you know, na kasi being that age, hindi mo na yan mababalikan. And once if you gone, hindi ka na makakabalik. And then, yung more painful is yung mga pamilya mo na natitira dito sa mundo. Kasi yung kanilang yung kanilang pagluluksa, yung kanilang talaga is, it takes time. Tapos may mga katanungan pa sila sa kanilang, especially your parents, your mother, your father. Sasabihin nila, ano yung aking nagawa, you know, na pinalaki ko naman siya ng maayos. Ano yung kulang, kumbaga? And most of the parents talaga, sinisisi nila lang kanilang sarili kasi hindi nila, kasi sila yung parents, hindi man lang nila alam na nag-struggle na pala yung kanilang anak. Pero ako, pinili ko na hindi ko sabihin kina mama kasi malayo sila sa akin. Malayo sila sa akin. At inisip ko na yung kanilang sitwasyon also. At ano yung matutulong ng parents ko sa akin kung sabihin ko sa kanila na yung akin is through traumatic experience, na kahit ano pa yung advice na ibigay sa iyo, hindi talaga mai-a-adapt sa yung sarili kasi yung trauma is nandoon talaga na kumbaga nakadikit, nakadikit ng sobra sa iyo na hindi mo maalis. So ako, they are very supportive. Every time na tumatawag ako sa kanila, they are very supportive, my mom. And then yung sabi ko sa sarili ko, I have to fix myself first. I have to face this. So hindi ko naman tinakbuhan yung depression ko. Instead na ginawa ko yung parte ko, and I am not ashamed, I am not ashamed. I'm very proud of it. Why would I ashamed? Why would I ashamed that I go to psychiatric